What's up, beautiful Sagittarius gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie. Happy to have all you sexy Sagittarians out there with me today. I left you guys to the very end of the cycle, not out of spite or anything. I actually love reading for Sagittarius, just try and mix up the order. So, finishing out the zodiac with you and Leo for these little sips mini love tarots. This is going to be messages meant for anyone who resonates with the sign of Sagittarius. Cross watchers, you're always welcome here too. Lots of cross watchers for Saggy, I tend to find. So let's see what messages Sagittarius can get. Again, messages they want to hear or need to hear in the month of June. Manifestation timeline, that is entirely up to you guys. Messages for their best and highest good. Welcoming all my Sagittarians to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. I ask that ultimately you take away only the messages that resonate with you, that fit your circumstance or scenario. Pretty obvious, but for those who are new, that's typically how tarot works. If something feels strange or foreign, don't jump to the conclusion that it's automatically your message, especially in a general reading, guys, okay? Use your discernment. You are very wise. You are extremely intuitive, Sagittarius. So take away messages that mean something to you, fit your circumstance scenario, release and drop the rest. Please do assume they are going out to someone else who needs to hear it, okay? Everything else down in the description box below for you, the decks I'm using. Let's see, my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup, Facebook, Instagram. If you want to book a personal, there's a link down below. And yeah, all the other information is down there for you. We're going to hop in. Ooh, you got great cards coming out. Beautiful cards. One more for Sagittarius and we'll jump in. I hope you guys enjoyed the Sagittarius full moon we just had and your energy. It was a good one. It was beautiful. I hope you all got to see it. All right, lots of cards want to come out, but bottom of the deck. All right, so comfort zone. Sometimes this is kind of a card of indecision, knowing that you need to release and let go, but being very stubborn and holding on to something. It doesn't always necessarily mean a person. It could be holding on to a value, an idea. I would like to see that more with the sword suit if that was the case. Could be just that money's real tight, and so you're, scrimp and save, right? Trying to reel in the spending. It could be something like that. Let's look into your actual spread and see what's going on here. All right, so Sagittarius, we're going to start with your person. They are making forward strides to clear the air with you. Or if you've dealt with rocky emotions in the past, or there's been like trouble in paradise, they may be searching elsewhere or looking for new avenues to build and grow, potentially with you. It doesn't have to be away from you. I think they're looking to repair something and get things back to being even, kiltered, and balanced. This is a card of moving on. It doesn't always mean from a person, and the reason I actually don't think it's moving on without your person or vice versa is because what they're moving towards is making an offer to reestablish the balance and harmony in a relationship, and all about internal balance as well. In terms of major arcana, you do have Cancer coming up in your person's spread, so I don't know if that necessarily means... I almost called you Pisces. That's the weirdest thing. I was going to say Cancer, but this is sometimes a card of Pisces or Cancer. That completely threw me off. I'm like, anyway, you Sagittarius may have a Cancer rising or Pisces for that matter. Pisces may play some sort of role in this. But if that's not the case, if you're moving on because you sense that your person is giving to someone else, it possibly could be a Pisces or a Cancer, because every now and then this can be like the side piece, the other woman, the secret woman, right? It's a card of like non-communication, of silence. The only reason I sort of bring that up is because it is showing up next to the person giving, but here they're feeding multiple mouths. So I'm certainly not saying that's the case for all of you. In fact, the first storyline, it's what's coming up predominantly like the most... the strongest for me as a reader. I think someone is moving on to try and repair, or moving towards you to try and fix, build upon what was already established, but make it better. If they were really tight with their money or their energy, they just couldn't give to you. It seems like your person, Sagittarius, is slowly kind of opening up. And even with that reminds me of Hangman mode, which is such a Piscean energy card. The idea of if they were in the chrysalis phase and they were still kind of getting it together, then they emerge as a butterfly and they're ready to fly in. They're ready to fly in with messages and communication. In terms of the action they're taking when this card comes out, love it, because it's like the action card. And not only that, it's one of your cards, Sagittarius. So it's indicating that messages will be flying in your way, communications will be coming in. Certainly it could be from multiple people, right? I mean, maybe that's why this came up. Maybe you have two options, Sagittarius. It certainly doesn't have to be that, but will this, if any of that made sense for you, particularly with Cancer, this is such a Cancer card, and Aries and Scorpio are sort of wanting to come through in this reading as well. I think you will be hearing from them. The action they will be taking is movement, wands, towards you, because there's passion, there's energy there, there's excitement. So this could very much be a date, right? Asking you out, especially if they have been silent on you for quite some time. It could be that they're ready to open up, they're ready to communicate with you. Before they were, a lot of water energies. So before, if they were unable to give, or I say this very lightly, like selfish with their energy, it does seem like that internal conflict they've resolved. And you have a divine pairing. I love it. I was going to say, and then you're a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I think they will open up to you. It could be that your person is married too. Again, if there's third-party activity, not at all, advocating for that. But again, everybody's circumstance is different. There's no judgment here. I'm just relaying the message, which that would make sense to me for some of you. If you already know that's the case, this wouldn't be them dropping a bomb on you, by the way, I'm married. That's not really what I'm sensing. If this person was giving to two, and maybe you were one of the two mouths they were feeding, I don't know. I mean, even if they are married, quite frankly, particularly a male, a Sagittarius, whether you are male or female, if you were dealing with another male, they might have had, again, some side activity going on, whatever, but there will be movement and action towards you. And I mean, who's to say you aren't the divine pairing, right? It is coming up as a water elemental, so particularly if you have a strong, moon sign or rising, maybe your Venus is in water, that could potentially be you, potentially. A lot of you are dealing with a water sign or potentially an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so let's look at your energy. Yeah, I think this person wants to come in and offer you something after being silent for quite some time. They may, I don't necessarily think you blocked them or put them on hold, but there was something keeping them silent or keeping them stuck. They could have just been going down their own spiritual path and connecting to God, connecting to Source, connecting to their spirit guides, in which case maybe they feel the calling, they're following their intuition to reach out to you again, and that could absolutely be what that is. I actually want to clarify that Eight of Wands, Sagittarius. I always give you long messages. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Tell me about this Eight of Wands, please. Your person may be traveling right now. Yeah, your person may have options, but movement towards soulmate or milestones in a relationship. So this milestone could be, things haven't always been smooth and easy, but we are trying to get to, clear shorelines, start anew, start fresh. The wish fulfillment card, very positive card, small dreams and wishes over the years. If their dream is to reconnect with you, Sagittarius, and they view you as your soulmate, well, they might just be coming in for you. Very positive cards, very positive. All right, so then your person's card, first and foremost, in terms of major arcana, could definitely be a Gemini or a Aquarius. The first card coming out is the soulmate card too. If it's not soulmate, sometimes this can be a card that references people from our past, from our childhood, from our high school years, college years, etc. Your next door neighbor, your best friend. Frequently it does involve like a span of time too. So it doesn't have to, but this is very like nurturing, kind, almost innocent love. In terms of the love cards that come up in a spread, this one is never like, oh my God, like hot sex and sexuality. It's just not. It's not to say that couldn't be part of it, but this is something where the bond between you is so much stronger than just like a sexual connection. Like it, to me anyway, as a reader, this is like true love. A true love's kiss, right? As they say in Disney movies. But there is a very pure, innocent quality to it. And again, it's not to say it couldn't be multifaceted and have, an element of sexuality or marriage or this or that, but this is like best friend material, which ideally we want in a relationship, right? So if that's not how they think of you, although this is technically your energy, Sagittarius, so that to me denotes that that's the person that you're looking for. You're looking for a best friend, or again, potentially someone who you've started to build with, but it got a little bit tricky. It got a little bit uncomfortable, right? You do seem to, you or they seem to be navigating themselves out of that difficult situation and headed towards some sort of offer that is movement towards milestones in the relationship. So again, maybe that milestone is, hey, we've survived, some major bullshit, but we're still here. We're still doing it together, right? Your mind is on the past for a lot of you. Your heart potentially rests with a Gemini, and that is your divine counterpart. Certainly doesn't have to be a Gemini. In your heart, though, what you have is options, choices. You have important decisions to make. Yeah, a lot of you, the person that you love is at a distance from you. Now, that could be a physical distance, in which case maybe this person is coming to see you. Both these cards indicate movement, particularly flight, of the arrows flying through the air. This person may have to hop on a plane to see you, right? If it's not physical distance, it could be emotional distance. It could be just some sort of, I heard trial separation, right? So you're thinking about, you're thinking about extending the offer back. This is actually really cute. Your person wants to make some sort of gesture. It is a solid, tangible, rooted one. It's not just talking the talk, it's walking the walk. It's like the physical display of it, the physical act of love, Sagittarius. You're thinking about returning the emotion, right? It could be that, again, I'm sort of getting like paused. It could be that in order to reestablish this or bring the relationship back to harmony, it would involve a little bit of apologizing or an ability to be vulnerable. No offense, Sagittarius, that is not always your strong suit. Certainly not all my Sagittarians, right? But my fire signs, you tend to be very blunt, right? And I don't at all mean to, cast a wide net. Everybody is different, but generally speaking, stereotypes exist for a reason. But it's very positive that your spread is coming up with the Page of Cups, because it's saying you are, in your heart, you do want to express something, whether that is I love you, whether that is I'm sorry, whether that is, hey, let's try it again. I do think that's why this card is coming up, is because you're looking to someone in the past who you do have fond feelings for, you have affection for. Again, it could be a Gemini. And you're trying to manifest a new beginning with them. You want this person to see you. You hope that this person is watching you, perhaps maybe on social media, or it's sort of like you're performing for them in a sense, because you do want their attention, you do want their admiration, but you're not necessarily coming out and saying that. But quite frankly, I think it works. I think it is working. I think this person does see you, and they're probably not telling you that they see you, especially if it is like online. This person may have been wrapped up with their mother, doing something with their mother, or something with like a church group. I'm not sure what that's about. They may have had their hands full, is what I'm saying. Church, like particularly charity organizations, if they're out helping the public, right? Making face masks, or you're volunteering at soup kitchen, something about that. That's really beautiful. Your person may have a very big heart. Yeah, maybe a Cancer or a Pisces. They might be doing charity work, and so they've been busy. And maybe once they're in the clear and they've put in their time, or it could be their work, right? It seems like now they have more time on their hands to move forward. And I don't know if it's you, but they're coming into something or someone where they see soulmate potential with, or potentially, the marriage is what they want. Yeah, you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about your younger days, potentially with this person. Again, it could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have a lot of Gemini energy. It could be a Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. Yeah, in your heart, you want to manifest this lover back into your life, I think. You're hoping that they return, and if they were to make you an offer, again, I'm being called to say Pisces, you would probably take them up on it. You like the way they dress. There's something very cute and intriguing about the way they dress. Again, it's not sexual. If anything, it's kind of quirky. It's kind of funny. Something about, the way they present themselves. It's unique and different, and you like that about them. So your action, you may be ending something with an Aquarius if you haven't already, or you may be revisiting the idea, a wish, a hope to get your Gemini back. Your person may actually have options though now. It could be that you waited too long, Sagittarius, and your person may be juggling multiple people. They could be entertaining the idea of dating an Aquarius. They could be signing a marriage contract with an Aquarius, or it could be like a business contract. It could also involve a Libra too, with the Justice card coming up. Resetting the scales, though, I do actually like this. For most of you, you're going back to heal something where there was a lot of pain. There was a lot of wounds, a lot of damage that particularly one person incurred. And I mean, it is coming up in your spread. Make sure you heal your own heart first. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if you are still kind of feeling the heartbreak of something that happened in the past, Yeah, I think you are still struggling to heal your body or your anxiety potentially from the situation. It's about connecting to God, following your North Star, having faith in the divine. But it might just be that if you are hoping to manifest someone back into your life, if that is your truth, if that is your desire, this is a very positive card of things going in your favor, Sagittarius. So it's almost like you need to decide, is that what you really want? And if so, it's like gung-ho, manifest that shit. If that's not what you want, although I think it is, it could be saying the truth of the matter is that something about options or decisions regarding your person. Quite frankly, the action you're taking I don't think it really involves moving towards your person. I think this involves your person moving more towards you. I think you're talking to your spirit guides, or again, spending time with your faith to come to the truth, the reality of the situation, what or whom belongs in your life, because this is getting a little bit stressful. It was going there's that Gemini card again, the Lovers. So you may have options, Sagittarius. Maybe you're dealing with two Geminis. You have a lot of sword energy in your spread. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Your person has a lot of water and earth. With absolute clarity, what action is Sagittarius going to be taking here? You could be struggling with how you feel about a Libra. One day you like them, the next day you're not sure. And that in itself is a message to you that if you're not sure, then it's probably not a good fit for you right now. If you're not sure, it's because you're still holding on to mental baggage, potentially of an ex or someone from the past. Focus on your own spiritual healing, because that will usher in the new beginning you're looking for. Ask your spirit guides what it is that you want, and they can help you to manifest this. You're dreaming of your Pisces or your Cancer. It's coming up in both the spread. It's coming up in their heart. It's coming up for you too. Again, this could be multiple people, right, in a general spread, but you had the Lovers come up twice, and you had the High Priestess come up twice. At very minimum, this says you're both thinking about each other. You're just not saying it. It's sort of like a standstill. Yeah. But if someone's going to break, if someone's going to come in, I got to be honest, it actually feels like it's going to be your person first, because they see you as a soulmate. So, all right, Sagittarius, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.